Hey guys, this is Tauna, and today we're going to be talking about Jace and we're going to be talking about Eldrazi. Now you're probably questioning what these two things have in common, one being a confirmed thing and one being a not confirmed thing. So it's going to be very interesting to hear what you guys have to say because they seem very, very interesting. Obviously this is Jace. They've shown this artwork when they talked about Bloomburrow, and during the actual presentation they put it up on the screen and they're like, what is Jace doing? Why is Jace here? Etc. But they actually did end up revealing it within the first look of article, which is very interesting. So one thing to kind of keep in mind here is that we have Ral, and Ral is actually going to be on the actual plane. He is going to be, turned into an otter. However, Jace is not going to be. So when we look at the actual article, which for some reason I switched over to the Assassin's Creed one, we go down to here and they talk about Rel. And they said, along the way, they'll be joined by a remarkable companion from faraway land. Now, Rel is still going to be a Planeswalker. That has been confirmed, I believe, by Marrow on the Bloggertog. He's still a Planeswalker, however, he's come over here to assist them and, assist against the Calamities, because the Calamities are essentially going to potentially destroy their whole world. However, people were kind of looking down and they're like, when they showed it on Jace on the screen and everything, and they're like, what is Jace? Now, they actually talk about here, the Imagine Courageous Critters Showcase treatment invites you to envision renowned planeswalkers and creatures were they to visit the plane of Bloomburrow. So essentially, this is like a what if kind of thing. They're essentially the special guests, as far as I can tell. Or at least going to be similar to the special guests. If we actually have a look on Amazon on the Bloomburrow page here, they talk about it down here. They say, foil borderless mythic rare planeswalkers in 1% of boosters. So essentially, they're going to be a very rare thing that you can potentially get. I would say likely in the spot of the list or similar to that, or or similar to like the special guests essentially. So this is going to be very cool to see exactly what's happening there. I guess the thing that I wanted to say is no, Jace isn't there. Jace is just being imagined as if he was there. We can essentially see assumably all different planeswalkers. It says also creatures here as well. So maybe there's going to be other creatures show up. Maybe we'll see like a Craterhoof or something like that. A Dreadmore or something. I don't know. There are lots of cool things that we could potentially see here. But either way, this is going to be like a special guest. Now, the other one that you're probably wondering is, Tauna, but you also said about Eldrazi. Now, why would I say about Eldrazi? That's because Eldrazi potentially could be making a comeback. But we'll have to see, because this is the precon for animated army. So make trash, do smash, and you can see a raccoon here. But if you actually zoom in and have a look at his stuff, look at what is empowering him. He's empowered by a Hedron. So if you don't know what the Hedrons are, they're essentially the stone monoliths. It turns out they were created by Nahiri to form a massive network of connected by ley lines that cause a planet-wide prison for the Eldrazi. They were there to essentially entrap the Eldrazi, and then they had a lot of different stuff to do with the Eldrazi and stuff like that. They are used for other stuff, like, for example, the Guardians of the Hedron network they talked about here. They used it to, implant it into Obnixilis to trap him and remove his ability to planeswalk. They used it on Garrick as well to clear his curse and stuff. Like, there's been a few different uses of it, but either way, it's very interesting because the Eldrazi and stuff like that are really big, really big villains. We've kind of just gone and defeated the previous big villains with the defeating of the Phyrexians and everything. So having potentially at least something in here about the Hedrons coming back would be very interesting. I believe, from what I know, the two of the big Eldrazi have been defeated. I don't know too much about the lore, but from memory, 2 of the big Eldrazi have been defeated, with one of them still existing. So I guess we'll see exactly what ends up happening there. There's lots of really interesting stuff that we could potentially see here, but I wanted to kind of just bring this to your attention because, yeah, it's either that or it's just like a throwaway thing that they're just like, hey, do you know what would be cool if he was, you know, using the power of a Hedron because it makes him just incredibly powerful? I don't know. We'll have to see, because I think that I just think this is pretty cool. And yeah, it could be potentially like a future sight into what is coming to Magic the Gathering storyline, or it could just be a throwaway thing. So yeah, that's the 2 things there. Jace not coming back, but Eldrazi potentially coming back. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I don't cover too much about the Magic the Gathering lore, but if you're interested in that, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to be we cover a lot of the news that's coming out. Like, people seem to like watching the stuff about the new, what are they? Like the new secret layers and stuff like that. So we're going to continue covering that, you know, different characters, different commander stuff. I hope you guys had a great day, and goodbye.